Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he powers his way up past the 30. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Love. And he's got the hook up for the first time with the veteran Jeremy Maclin. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 50, it's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Love. And that is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the red zone now, Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Luck now to throw. Ebron's got it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Perry, the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and that one behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Flushed, and he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go, Mexico! Be right. Go. 11 feet.
And they'll go with a ground attack here, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kenny Clark in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Love. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Locke. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Perry, the return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's at the 50, 30, 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Caught left side by Cobb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's McKissick, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Where y'all going? Sally, don't let Sally.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Crosby puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Wide, 622. Wide, 623.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Love. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On third down, that's Matt. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now the Packers get set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be... And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Montgomery. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And Adams has it complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escapes the sack. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it. But I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal is a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That is incomplete. Macklin, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give them 12 yards and a first down. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers again now. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 105 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Perry, the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now it's the backup Kaiser. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, Kaiser. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Kaiser on first down. Caught by Cobb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser yet again. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find it.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Luck now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Kaiser. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11B! 11B!
Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw in overtime for Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Luck now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Rolling. Hey, easy. Done. Strong right. Monday. Alert.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rolling. 675.
Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's say we've been there before and we've seen guys maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Yeah, easy.
On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. Handle the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Now the first throw in overtime for Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.